back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be turning one of your pets into a human character. So to do this, I need a picture of someone's pet and also a bit about their personality so I can make the design of the character even more accurate. So the pet that I'm going to turn into a human today is owned by my friend Kitty Nickyton here on YouTube. So this is Francis. He has a British short hair and he is just so adorable looking. I was super excited to draw him. However, I am not only doing him because he actually has a twin sister and I could not pass up the chance to draw both of them. So here she is, adorable Clara. As you can see, the text here is in Finnish, but do not worry, Kitty actually translated it into English for me, so I'll talk a little bit more about their personalities and everything later, but for now, let's get started on the artwork. So, the first thing that I had to do is I had to make sure that the composition of both characters looked really good. When you're drawing more than one character, I feel like if you don't make the composition look good, the whole picture is just very weak compared to what it could be if I just set up the characters in a good way. So I was trying very hard with this piece to make sure that the composition looked really good. I was also trying out a new line art brush. You see, normally I use Medibang Paint's auto line art brush, but sometimes I feel like it looks a little bit too basic, and this time I wanted to try the textured pencil brush. Honestly, I'm always so intimidated to try a different brush for my base line art for my drawings. I feel like it makes the end result look so different. If you guys have any suggestions for brushes I should use for line art on Medibang Paint, I'd really love to hear. It's so hard for me to decide because I feel like most of the time when I pick a new line art brush, I don't really like the result. But luckily, I do like how this one turned out. Okay, now that I've explained the process of the art a little bit to you, I think I can talk about the cat's personalities now. Let's start with Francis's personality. So he is 3 years old and his personality is very rambunctious, funny, but also caring. And this gave me the vibes of a big brother who is like very silly and kind of wild. So Kitty originally had a little bow tie on her cat and I drew him with one as well, except he broke it because he's kind of, rambunctious, and so he just literally destroyed it somehow. I don't know, I felt like as a human character it made him so much more fun. So, as for Clara, she's the same age as Francis, and her personality is calm, shy, but also dummy. And for her, I gave her the same necklace as she had in the picture that Kitty took of her cats, and I also made her kind of covering her face like she was surprised with Francis for breaking his bow tie to try to give them a kind of like sibling dynamic going on. To be honest, I'm very happy with the poses I chose for each of them. I feel like it's so full of personality and looks really cute. I was having a bit of trouble though with Clara's body. For some reason, the way I had drawn it in the original on paper sketch wasn't very clear for me, and transferring it over digitally wasn't quite easy. I also struggled a lot with Francis's hand. I don't exactly know why, but for some reason, it was so hard for me to make it look right. I am actually struggling with this all the way until the end. I keep editing it because it just takes forever for me to be happy with how it looks. I was also changing his leg a bit because I didn't really like the way I originally drew it. I also kept running into trouble drawing both of their eyes. I felt like I drew them too low originally, and I wanted to move up Clara's eyes, and also Francis's. I felt like they didn't look fully even, and I had to keep changing them. So basically this drawing was not easy at all, but I was having fun with it still. I do find it kind of funny because for last week's video I drew 2 characters, and now I'm drawing 2 characters for one picture again. If you don't know, I normally only draw 1, so I'm definitely going extra, but 2 weeks in a row, which is honestly crazy. It is a lot of extra work to draw 2 characters, but it's fine. I mean, if every drawing was super easy, that wouldn't be very much fun, would it? There's gotta be an extra challenge every once in a while, and in this case, I guess it was just 2 weeks in a row I needed to challenge myself. At this point in the process, I was very excited because I knew that really soon it was going to be time to add the coloring, and I don't know, I just couldn't wait to add it because I felt like the colors for this picture were going to be so interesting. Okay, so here I'm finally starting to fill in the colors, and I was running into a bit of an issue, which was that for some reason, when I used the fill tool, it didn't really fill the line art correctly. It left little white specks all around it, and I was really annoyed, and I didn't exactly know what to do. I feel like this happens every single time I try to use a line art brush with any sort of texture whatsoever. How do I fix the problem, guys? I feel like normally I could probably just put a layer behind it to do the coloring in, that would work, but it wasn't gonna work this time because I'd already merged the layers and they were no longer transparent, and when that happens on Medibang Paint, it's pretty much impossible to put a layer behind it and do the coloring. So I just had to keep going over it and fixing the white dots that it created, and that was not very fun, but at least I was able to fix it. So you might be wondering, Francis seems more like a white cat in this picture, so why am I making him more of a yellow color here? Well, the reason is Kitty described him as cream color, and to me, he really does seem to have more of a yellow tint than a white tint, so I decided to go with it for his character. I hope that's okay and accurate, but I felt like it also just looked better against Clara's colors, which I also made them a little bit darker than she is as a cat because, I don't know, I just felt like they looked really nice, and also, based on this picture, they kind of suited more. So yeah, here I am editing Francis's eyes again. As you know, I was still not happy with them. I was really excited that they both have the same color eyes because I feel like they look so cute with their matching eyes. I don't know, I just think it's absolutely adorable. Oh, and a detail that I was really excited to add that I came up with was that in the middle of their hair, I wanted to give them highlights. So the cats kind of have this like markings coming down from the top of their head, and it kind of reminded me of bangs. So I was thinking like, hey, it would be super adorable if I made their hair at that area of their head the same color. Like, that seems perfect, right? But actually for Clara, I ended up making hers more of a yellow, kind of orangish color instead of the darker color that's actually there on her as an actual cat. Because Kitty had said that she actually has this like little yellowish marking on like above her nose a little bit, and I thought, hey, I could incorporate that but into her hair, so that's what I did. And as for Francis, I kind of just made it an orangish color just like it is on him as an actual cat. Another detail that I added is I gave them both gloves because their kind of like little paws are actually a little bit darker than their main color, and I thought it would be so cute to incorporate that with gloves. I know it's pretty normal, I feel like lots of times when people are turning pets into humans they do that, but I wanted to try it too. I do not know why, but I hate the way I just said two there. I feel like it sounded so goofy. But anyway, I am happy I added that detail because I think that it ties it together even better. And now I'm starting to shade their skin and also their hair, which I was excited for because, I don't know, I mean, I knew it would look good, and hair always looks better once I add the shading. Their hair was also decently simple to shade. There was nothing too difficult with it. I feel like the texture of it is very normal, so I was happy that I didn't have to struggle too much with that. I do think that right now might be a good time to talk about something random because I don't really have anything else to say. So I guess for random things that have happened, I did buy some stuff recently. So for one, I bought this really cute bracelet that has like all these different like rocks or like stones that are different colors. I feel like the colors are just so pastel and cute, and I just think it was a great purchase. Another thing I bought was this Kirby keychain, which I was gonna post a short of the unboxing, but hopefully at the point of uploading this video, you guys have already seen the short. I have a lot of shorts backlogged right now. I just counted and it seems like I have 13 shorts backlogged. That is a lot. So hopefully I can show it and you've already seen the short, but if not, this is a spoiler, I guess. This is the keychain that I got. I feel like it is so cute. It's meant to look like a sugar cookie that's decorated, and I feel like they definitely did a good job with it. I really love it. Also, during the shopping trip that I took that I ended up getting that Kirby keychain and that bracelet, I also got bubble tea. This time I got like a peach milk tea, and I really loved it so much. I've always liked peach as a flavor ever since I was a little kid, and we took this trip and I got this special drink and it was a peach like smoothie thing. I've just really liked peach. But anyways, I should probably get back to the drawing now. So right now I'm working on the background, which I pretty much just did this like pink splotchy thing for the background. I didn't really know what else to do, and I felt like this looked good with the characters. I didn't film any real-time footage for this video. I wanted to, and I didn't actually forget. I just didn't know what to film. For some reason, I was so stumped with when to start filming that I just never ended up doing it. So I apologize if you guys were waiting for that, but that's not happening today. Oh, and over here I edited Francis's face because I felt like it was a little bit too long. It's a small edit, but I definitely feel like it makes the whole picture look better because I feel like his face was just a little bit off before. As we are nearing the end of this video, I would really recommend that you guys check out Kitty Nikitin if you haven't already seen any of her videos. Her videos are so much fun. She does a great job with her crafts, art, and right now she's actually working on creating a game. The editing of her videos is also really great, and she's just so sweet. I'd really recommend checking out her channel. Overall, turning these pets into humans was so much fun. Actually, I literally love these designs so much. I wish that these two could be my OCs. I feel like they have so much chemistry. They remind me of Midnight Confetti and Morning Funfetti, my OCs, which actually also happen to be twins. That's probably why they remind me of them so much. I really hope to be able to turn your guys' pets into humans sometime soon. Again, I'm not really sure exactly how I'll do entries. I'll probably just make a community post and ask you guys to tag me with pictures of your pets and their personalities, but it's definitely something something that I want to do again because it's just so much fun. And for any of you artists watching, if you're thinking of trying an art challenge, I definitely think that this was the one to do. It's so fun to turn other people's pets into humans, and I feel like it really helps you get more ideas for character design because, I don't know, I feel like you really had to think. But anyways, after lots of work, here we are. Here is the finished picture of Francis and Clara. Like I said, this was so much fun to do. If you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and I will see you in my next upload. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and bye for now!